watch Danger Dolan because no, this is 13 things you thought were illegal, but they're not. And the thumbnail, it's just perfect for me. So let's get started.
Planet Dolan.
From taking hallucinatory drugs to owning military equipment, we count 13 legal things that you thought were illegal.
Number 13.
Police officers have to identify themselves. We see it in movies all the time. An undercover cop almost gets the criminal, but there's caveat to his work. He has to say that he's a cop if asked, and if he doesn't, the criminal can use that against him in court. Except that's not all the case in real life. I mean, think about it. It ruins the entire point of going undercover. Every single gang would ask every new recruit. Although, now that I think about it some more, the rumor or myth was probably started by the police themselves. It'd be a great way to remove suspicion from the ill-informed.
Number 12.
Woman going topless. While it's considered indecent by a large amount of the population, most places don't have any specific law against going topless, and various places explicitly state that it's 100% fine for a woman to show her tits. So why did we censor these tits in this video? Because I'd rather avoid Dolan's video getting flagged and make you log in or mess with the URL just to watch this. I know some of y'all will. Anyways, it's obviously gotta be legal in Florida considering Mardi Gras and all, especially when you consider how heavily policed it is.
Number 11.
Owning a machine gun. Obviously in countries that ban or heavily monitor guns, this one doesn't apply. But in the USA, it's not illegal to own one. Well, except it sorta is. If the machine gun was made before May 19th, 1986, it's completely legal to own one. So I mean, go ahead and shoot your clay pigeons or, whatever you're gonna do with a machine gun, I guess. Of course, since it needs to have been made before the date, the prices have gone up by a lot. However, if you become a dealer or a manufacturer, you don't need to be in the police or the military.
Number 10.
Riding on the back of a pickup truck. Yeah, this is a dangerous thing to do. There's no denying that. But in certain states of America, usually those with a lot of farms and such, it's actually legal to ride in the back without a seatbelt. I'd personally advise against it though, since it really doesn't take much for you to fall off, or rather be ejected at high velocity when the driver slams on the brakes. But hey, it's pretty fun to do as long as you trust the driver and you're not on the highway or anything like that. Or if you like that kind of craziness.
Number 9.
Defacing U.S. currency. I don't really know why people think that this is illegal, especially when you look at those penny squashing machines that you see in all tourist spots. But I guess it's just people misinterpreting the law. It's only illegal if you change it so that you can pass it off as more expensive notes. And for the banknotes, you can't destroy the money, but if it's still usable, then it's fine. So don't go burying that $1 note you drew cocks on. I know one of y'all probably did that. It's not going to land you in jail anytime soon.
Number 8.
Driving barefoot. I've met a lot of people who say that driving barefoot is unsafe and shouldn't be done. When I was learning to drive, I wasn't even told that it's illegal, but as it turns out, it's fine to do in the US, UK, and Australia. There was even a study done in Australia that said that it's perfectly fine to drive without shoes on. In fact, it's actually safer than driving in sandals or even high heels. In some places, it's actually illegal to drive with unsafe footwear, like what I just mentioned. So you should make sure to take off your slippers and get that caveman lifestyle in.
Number 7.
Giving your kids alcohol. The US has one of the highest drinking ages in the world, but in 29 states, it's perfectly fine and dandy if your parents give a shot of whiskey while you're at home. There's even a few states where you just need to be in a private residence, no parents needed, and there's 10 states where you can buy your child a pint in a bar. Obviously, you shouldn't go and give your 10-year-old hard liquor because that will almost certainly cause them some serious problems. But a sip of your beer should be fine, I guess. But I'm no doctor, so you can go ahead and ignore me.
Number 6.
Owning a tank. Arguably the pinnacle of land-based combat, and is also pretty much useless in any situation where you're not going to be fired upon. So you think, using common sense, that it'd be illegal to own one. Well, you are sort of right. If there's an activated gun on the thing, that's a no-no. But if you want one without a hefty barrel on it, no problemo. That just rhymed too, didn't I? Cool. This is true in quite a few countries, including the US, UK, and Australia. Obviously, military equipment is going to cost a shit ton of money. But if you're prepared to spend 6 or more figures, you can have a tank parked in your garage.
Number 5.
School corporal punishment. That's right. In these red states in America, teachers are completely within their rights to give their students a good old beating if they say something they're not supposed to. You'd think that such a thing would be pretty much universally legal, at least in the first world, but then here we are. Luckily, most schools don't practice their right to hit children, but there are some that do, which is kind of fucked up, really.
Number 4.
Salvia. For those of you who don't know, it contains a hallucinogen inside its leaves, and when ingested, it gives you a short but extreme trip that some people describe as unique. So since it does that to your brain, the assumption would be that it's illegal. But in the green states here and also in the UK, it's completely legal. Actually, studies have shown that it doesn't really hurt you, but the problem is that if you concentrate it, it can do quite a lot of damage. It's also used to make more harmful drugs.
Number 3.
Firing a missile. In South Carolina, it's legal for you to fire a missile, but only if you get a permit. But still, that's pretty crazy, of course, from their definition is loose enough to include fireworks. If you don't get a permit, you will get fined. But the funny thing is that the maximum fine for doing so is just $100, which seems pretty lax with all things considered. Obviously, if you go and shoot someone or a building with a missile, it's doubly illegal, and you'll get charged for a bigger crime. But if you miss and everything goes okay, not illegal.
Number 2.
Cannibalism. This one's rather slippery. While it's technically not prohibited in the USA and Australia, there are laws against murdering and desecrating corpses. Legally, it's considered to be non-consensual consumption, meaning that if someone gave you permission to eat them after they died, or maybe like an arm to, munch on, it's legal. Meanwhile, the UK has outlawed it since the 1800s, so if cannibalism gives you the chills like it does me, maybe you should go out there and, move there. You might just like it.
Number 1.
While in various places, some U.S. states, for instance, it's not technically illegal to copulate with a collie, but the judge is going to find some other crime for it, like animal cruelty. However, in Finland, you can fuck a duck, fist a fish, and even blow a boar if you want. I have no idea what's up with Finland, but it's been legal since 1976. It's not like a few other places where they just never got around to making it illegal, and it's also been stated you can put your cock in a cock, so to speak. So yeah, Finland, you're definitely an odd one. You should get that checked out by a professional. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Peace.
Did you enjoy the video? That's fantastic. Did you know we also have a gaming channel, Collaborative? It's for Planet Dolan. Come look at us as we play some video games.
Like animation? Have some questions about life and the universe you need answered? Come check out Super Planet Dolan. Danger Dolan and I will answer your life questions. Links are down below.
That is some knowledge. I learned more in this video than all my years in school. Freak said Danger Dolan's cool. I wish I could be Danger. No. I'm awesome, baby. Alright then, guys. So, have to go. Something important just happened. By something important, I need to go to eat. Very hungry. I eat a lot, even though it doesn't seem, but I love my chicken. Alright, then, yeah. And welcome to the channel where I upload stuff for no good reason. You know what to do? Subscribe, like, share. And if you have something bad to tell me, well, if you want to do it, come on, man. I have feelings too. Come on. Be bro. Peace.